What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. And in today's video, we're taking a look at an awesome triple shiny team in the Ultra League, courtesy of Papa Legba88. Thank you for submitting these battles for Shoutcasting. Trainers, if you'd like to submit battles of your own to the channel for Shoutcasting, you can find a link in the description and in the pinned comment for a link to a Google form you can fill out, as well as other ways to support the channel and find me on Medify for coaching. And y'all, we're going to get into these battles straight away here. Thank you again for submitting the battles. Let's get in here with the shiny Drifblim on the lead against the Skeletors. Not a bad lead here by any means. I got Astonish on the Drifblim as well for that extra fast move damage. We're going to see, it's very similar actually to Hex. As far as energy generation goes. So decent timing here. Going for the Icy Wind. Opponent's going to fear that. And then we're going to go for a 3. No, okay. So I would like to see, right? So I always, try to give ways to improve, right? Good timing on that would have been 3 hexes. So I would have gone for that 3rd hex there instead of throwing on 2, just because that fits into the 2 Incinerates. As soon as you throw that 2nd hex, you're still giving them that turn 6 for the Incinerate to come through. So, but other than that, we got a Poliwrath now stuck on the opponent's Snorlax. Very, very good matchup for the Poliwrath here. Very easily get to the double Scald here and threaten the opponent with these Scalds. They may shield, they may not, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we see the Virizion come in here, and they're looking to possibly double kick down, but not before taking these Icy Winds. Opponent, you're not going for a move. Oh my goodness. Do you shield for it? You shield for it. Okay, going straight for the Icy Wind. Once again, just a timing thing. Would like to see one counter here inside of this double kick. Sometimes that ends up making a difference. Actually, it would have made a difference here. It would have allowed that Astonish to KO, and then again, you always just want to get in the habit of throwing a fast move in between all of the charge moves you throw if you can. And again, that's something that, if anyone's not particularly, good at the move timing thing, it is something that I do offer as coaching on Medify. A very nice win here by this trainer. Move timing could have made it a lot cleaner though from my perspective, but very well played. Getting into the next battle here, we got Drifblim on the lead versus a Tapu Fini. Very good matchup for the Drifblim now that we have Shadow Ball. When you're not running Shadow Ball, this is not quite as good. So, energy generation is okay compared to Hex. I'm not sure how the matchups change with the extra damage, but you definitely can't let the backline against the Tapu Fini. So, at this point, though, maybe you could, okay, I was going to say maybe you let it go, farm down with Poliwrath, but honestly, you just farm down, okay, the fast move damage making a huge difference there. 1 hex into the fast move. I like that. 1 hex and then the charge move. I like that a lot. Going for the double Icy Wind here. The only downside to this is that it does give a lot of farm to this Charizard now, as they have almost an entire, they have an entire Blast Burn loaded at this point. So opponent now comes in with a Registeel, Poliwrath in the back to counter that Registeel, and Poliwrath can easily take a Zap Cannon here if it needs to, which it looks like the trainer knows that. Gonna go for the Scald here. Now, there's an argument to be made. You'll go for the Scald and then shield up to make the Zap Cannon do less damage, but truthfully, it really doesn't end up mattering too much. Gonna go for the Icy Wind here, hoping to take out the... Oh, no, we don't take it out, but now we're going to be able to give Auroras a farm down. The closer it gets to a Meteor Beam, the better. Focus Blast going to take out, but that doesn't matter because Auroras is going to be able to go for the double Weather Ball here, and that should be enough to KO the... KO the Charizard, despite having, just Weather Ball. It's just neutral, but it should be enough after the Powder Snows come through, and that should be able to clean up this game. So Gary goes, the Aurora Shiny is so gorgeous. It is. It really is. It's so good looking. Well played. Good game. I'm not going to touch the transition. This is pre-edited footage. I'm not gonna mess with the transition. Nidoqueen on the lead. You couldn't ask for a better lead, and the opponent's staying in here. This kind of clues me into the fact that they've probably got Stone Edge. So otherwise, they wouldn't stay in. So Icy Wind going to connect here, and then the opponent goes immediately for a move. Again, for them, it would have been better to go for that 1 Poison Jab. Opponent now goes and swaps into their Tentacruel. They are running an AB8 Poison team. Goodness, what do they do against a Swampert? They just lose. So in comes the Auroras here. You can go for a Meteor Beam. Opponent gonna fire off the Scald. Scald would do a significant amount of damage here, I think. But going straight for the Meteor Beam, not messing around. Does this Tentacruel decide to shield? No, they don't. A boosted Auroras is dangerous, especially when a Venusaur is the best answer the opponent's got. They are running a triple poison team, ladies and gentlemen. They are just... Okay, well, I guess there's their Swampert answer. There it is. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. Still recovering from being sick. over the last couple of weeks. I know y'all heard me on the video yesterday, but just in case y'all missed it. Gonna go for the Drifblim to make an attempted catch, but unfortunately, the opponent reads it. Poliwrath, though, if this is a double... No, this has got to be a Poison Jab, or Poison Fang Stone Edge. You could just farm this down. Yeah, we're just chilling. Good foresight here by the trainer to just farm down, forcing the Venusaur to throw their energy right now. And if they don't get to a Frenzy Plant in the next 2 Vine Whips, which they don't, this is going to be a good game here. Well played. Taking out the Venusaur. Good stuff. Getting into the next battle here, we've got the Drifblim on the lead versus another Drifblim. It's Drifblimception, but the shiny is superior, and the opponent is running Hex. So we're gonna see now. Even the shiny also wins CMP. We don't know the IVs, but man, you love to see it. You love to see. They might have sent me the IVs. I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely forgot to check. But catching an Icy Wind on Poliwrath like a Giga Chad. But now we have to decide whether or not. Okay, so the opponent's got a Skuntank in the back. That makes this a much easier situation. That's not a Trailblaze. That's just a Crunch. Okay, so it's I believe it's 7 to the Crunch, and it's more to everything else. So going for that Scald, no debuff, unfortunately. Opponent is going to be able to get to another Crunch here. I think you just let that go, to be honest. Yeah, knowing counts is going to be very helpful in situations like these. Whereas if they have Crunch, you know that everything is going to be a little bit more expensive than 7, but that's okay. Gonna come back in for the Drifblim. Now we're gonna give a farm. It's a Greedent. Oh no, not the Greedent. Oh no, dude, we have to see how this goes because Poliwrath is gone, and they're going for that Crunch, and they get the defense. Dude, I wish I could get a defense drop like that. I've thrown like 40 Crunches over the last season, and I've gotten like 1 debuff, dude. Opponent lets the Meteor Beam go though. And that could be huge, as they very well get to these Weather Balls. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know how this goes. I'm pretty sure that they need 2 Crunches at this point, and there's no way to catch. There's nothing. Yeah, I think they just go. Oh, but the opponent catches. That's not good. That's going to be over, unfortunately. Well played to the opponent and to Papa here, but unfortunately not going to be able to come out with the win on that one. I don't know if we do or not if we catch that swap either. It's hard to say. We got a Pidgeot on the lead in the next game. This is not exactly ideal, but got to go for that Icy Wind. I like the timing, and unfortunately they do get to their first move right away, but it is just a Feather Dance. Nobody cares about Feather Dance. You Pidgeot players all do the same thing. If you outpace, you just go for the Feather Dance. It always happens that way. Going for another Feather Dance, I reckon. They probably don't throw a Brave Bird here. And they do. It's another Feather Dance. What do you know about that? Man, the good Pidgeot players are the ones that just throw the Brave Bird and say, screw it. I don't mind going for this Icy Wind like this right here, just for the fact that we want to get this move off. Going straight in for Poliwrath with, what is that? 3 debuffs? Yeah, this is the Brave Bird. Unfortunately, we had to use it after the opponent had been debuffed 3 times. But at least now we're getting the Poliwrath out on the field for the opponent. Hopefully so the Aurorus now no longer has to deal with a fighter. We don't know what's in the back yet. And this is, I'm not really sure what would be in the back of this team myself. You have to imagine it's probably something that's a very good anti-steal. Could be a ground type. Could be another fighter in the back. If it's another fighter in the back, Aurorus is going to have a bad time. But opponent goes for an Icy Wind, and that actually allows our shiny Poliwrath to grab Switch. But unfortunately for the trainer, it is a Registeel in the back, and it has 2 shields. This is not looking good. But the opponent... Huh? Wait a minute. What? Opponent... No, I have to pause this because I don't understand. Trainer, why would you just say... Why? No! No! You play that out, you don't see... Alright, everybody, I want to stop for a second. I want to explain why I'm so upset, okay? Y'all, don't quit so fast. At least wait to see the 3rd Pokemon. The opponent would have won that game very easily if they had not given up and surrendered like that. At least wait until you see the 3rd Pokemon before you decide you're going to quit. Because you never know. All they had to do was take out that Drifblim, and Aurorus gets rocked by 1 Focus Blast, and it kills its whole family. Or, it unalives its whole family. I'll get demonetized for that for sure. Whatever. Anyway, it takes out Aurorus and its whole family. So, just please, if you're listening to me, don't top left until you get through the whole team. All right? Anyway. Getting into the next battle here. Drifblim gets another Tapu Fini. We've seen this one before. Hopefully it goes the same way and it's a winning position here. But I'm going to take a drink of water because you all know how this goes. Stay hydrated, folks. Water's good for you. Shadow Ball gets the shield from the Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is building up to the Moonblast here, and they straight full send that Moonblast, and Papa goes with good patience, knowing they're not going to need to go for the Icy Wind because they go for the Shadow Ball. Very nicely done. And then we're going to get farmed down, but have a shield advantage. I imagine Poliwrath comes in and farms down. Exactly what I was thinking. I like this play here. Gives Poliwrath a massive energy lead. You shield once, get rid of that Moonblast, get it out of here. No attack drop. You straight farm it all the way down, and that is a lot of energy that a lot of things are not going to want to deal with. Now, again, we're going to want to look for the good timing here. That's going to be 1, 4, or 7. So I like this. Here we go for 1 and then the counter, or 1 counter and then the Icy Wind. And you want to continue to do that, right? 1, 4, or 7 into these 2-turn moves into the 3-turn. Counters 2 turns, double kick is 3. So going for the Icy Wind on 1, 4, or 7 ensures that the opponent gets as little free energy as possible. Very nicely done here, timing-wise, going for that 1 counter instead of throwing right away. I like to see that. Steelix comes in. Honestly, you had enough, I don't know. We had enough HP. I don't think it would have been farmed down. I would have at least waited for just a moment to see what it was, but that's okay. Opponent's just going to go for Breaking Swipe. I don't know why. I mean, I would at least go for the Earthquake. That would at least KO the Aurorus. Anyway. Same timing here. We want to see 1, 4, 7, right? So we're going to see the opponent now continue to go for Breaking Swipe. I don't, they must not be running, they must not be running Earthquake. They got like running Crunch or something. I don't know. But anyway, doesn't matter because Poliwrath's going to come in. It's going to reset the debuff on the Aurorus, and it's going to force the opponent to throw, but they got that Breaking Swipe. Now it's still not even going to KO. Going for that Weather Ball for the KO here is a good game. Well played. I like that a lot. Good game. So apologies for the snifflies and stuff. I'm still getting over my sickies. We got a Drifblim against an Ampharos. This is probably about as bad of a lead as you could possibly imagine. This Ampharos has every tool in its arsenal to annihilate this Drifblim, and Poliwrath is not going to have a good time either. So, gonna go for an Icy Wind here to try and do a little bit of damage to this Ampharos. Probably got to come in with the Aurorus at this point. This trainer is going to need an absolute miracle to not get destroyed by the rest of this team. Opponent goes for the Thunder Punch here. Very nice call on that, but going for that Meteor Beam with very nice timing. That was very nice. That was 7 after the Skeletors came in. That was a very well done. That was very well done. So now I imagine that we probably see another. Ooh, it's a bait. This is risky, but we're going to see the opponent. Do they decide to. Oh my goodness, we're going to go for the Meteor Beam, dude. Oh, I hate it. I hate to see it. It happens to me all the time. It's like the opponent just knows what I'm going to throw. And I know that that doesn't mean that there's like some conspiracy hack. I know that it's out there, but there's not enough people, trust me, there's not enough people using whatever that stupid hack is for it to be as commonplace as people would think it is. But it just seems sometimes that it's like, I'm going to bait. Oh, you no-shielded the bait. And then you shielded the, it feels so bad. It happens to me all the time. It drives me nuts. So now it's the battle of RNG. Whose Scald is going to do better? Shielding up this one here. Gonna go for attack drop. Dude, there's always attack drops. It's ridiculous. Here's another attack drop. But it doesn't matter. Oh my god, okay, that was a great catch. I was about to say the only way we win this now is catching. Going for that call. Oh my god, the catch in the Scald. That was a beautiful play by Papa Leg, but very nicely done, taking that dub. That's the stuff you see up at Legend Elo, I'm not gonna lie. That was very well done. Alright, Giratina on the lead in the next game. This is not a bad lead, but it's not a great lead. Especially when you consider that the opponent's just gonna go for Dragon Claw here. Oh no, they went for Ancient Power! Okay! They swap into Tapu Fini. This is the most infuriating part, is when stuff like this happens, because now the only answer that this trainer has to Tapu Fini is almost off the table. And so now you have to wonder, okay, well that was good, alright, so at least we're able to get a Shadow Ball off on this thing. You could probably, you just let this go now and do exactly what happened earlier. Just let Poliwrath come in, farm all the way down, block the Moonblast if they get to it, and then just unleash against the, oh, it's just a Surf. Oh, that feels so bad, dude. Oh, that feels so bad. I would have shielded it too because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and the opponent comes in with a Charizard, and then they catch it. Oh my god, it's like they have ESP. And then they throw the dang skull. Oh, man. But this entire rest of this team is super, super weak to Aurorus. Oh, God. Dude, that's the kind of stuff that happens to me. It drives me nuts. It's like, I overfarm on purpose, and the opponent just, like, knows. They can feel it right as I throw that charge move, and they're like, swap, catch, got him. All right, so here comes Aurorus to start getting that nice farm down. Going to take some chip damage, though, before the Giratina gets taken out, but that's fine. Dragon Claw's not going to do a whole lot, but going to be able to go for the Weather Ball. Hopefully the opponent's not keeping track of energy. They got to shield something at some point. Going for that Weather Ball, you could probably just go straight Weather Ball at this point, to be completely honest. Don't have to shield this either if it's just a Blast Burn. However, you're getting pretty close to... Oh, no. Now a decision has to be made. Yeah, I think this is the right decision. You go for the Meteor Beam. Unfortunately, had to take a shield out. Now go straight into the Poliwrath, and there's the Scald. It's locked, loaded, and ready to go. And you got the Scald. We're gonna give him the button because that was beautiful.
Boom!
Very nicely played. Getting into the next game, we got Cresselia. This is what you want to see. This is where you want to see the Cress. Opponent is going to farm up energy. They're going for a lot of energy, actually. They're going to go for that. They gotta have Moonblast or something. But now, they're going to go straight into Alolan Muck. Poliwrath is going to come in. This is a Snarl Alolan Muck, not a Poison Jab Alolan Muck. So, this is a much better... Huh? This is a much better situation for Poliwrath. Now, when it comes to Snarl, do not want to run Acid Spray with Snarl. That is just a very counterintuitive thing where you don't have any fast move pressure. Acid Spray is not doing much. You would definitely want to look to run Sludge Wave and Dark Pulse if you're running that Snarl. Now, the opponent goes for the Dark Pulse, knowing that that was double or no, 4 times debuffed on the defense. Crest is going to come back in, look to finish off the Poliwrath, which is fine. But yeah, you typically, if you're going to run, you run Poison Jab. And then you're gonna, oh no. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, Greninja's about to make this a very, oh, you don't even get to a move. That's tragic, man. Night Slash coming through, going for the Weather Ball bait. Okay, opponent shields it up and gets a little bit of damage. Hold on now, folks, we got a game. All right. Now, I don't know how this is going to go, but going for the Shadow Ball. Oh, but unfortunately, opponent gets off a charge move. That's not ideal. Night Slash is going to do a lot of damage. Shadow Ball also going to do quite a lot of damage, though, even though it's resisted, but not going to be enough. Unfortunately, the opponent does have a Greninja that gets some moves at the speed of light, and they're able to outpace and take this game, so unfortunately, but good game. Getting into the next game, we got another Giratina on the lead here. Just want to keep the Poliwrath away from this thing. Honestly, even Poliwrath doesn't have that bad of a time against the good old Fat Tina. But Icy Wind, going to do super effective damage here, and it's a CMP tie. Probably going to be another Ancient Power. Yeah, we see the Ancient Power come through. That's going to be 15 of the Dragon Breath, usually 6 Shadow Claws, I believe, as well. So Icy Wind going to be able to take it down. That should just be a Dragon Claw, but I do not mind the shield here. As the opponent did commit to the lead matchup here. We'll see what they have in the back. They're going to have a Skeleturge. So, again, going for 3 of the Astonishes. Could have got to a Shadow Ball as well. And the opponent was definitely keeping count here. So, unfortunately, going to go down. Could have definitely gotten to that Shadow Ball, too. So, going to come in with Aurorus now. And we'll see if the opponent has what it takes to get to the Meteor, or get through this Meteor Beams, if they're going to call a bait or not. Meteor Beam number 1 coming through, and it claps the cheekies! Oh!
Boom!
And Poliwrath is in the back to make short work of the Greninja. There it is. Redemption. Alright, getting into the next game, we got Drifblim against Alolan Ninetales. If this is Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales, this is bad. If it's Charm, which it looks like it is, it's not so bad, but not having Mystical Fire in this situation definitely sucks. I almost wonder if you just go for an Icy... No, they don't even shield it, dude! Okay! Alright then! I was gonna say maybe you go for the Icy Wind to make it seem like you got Mystical Fire. But opponent was like, nah, I don't need to shield. This is fine. So now we're gonna start shielding, and I wonder... No, not quite. Wait a minute. Okay, no, it's not. It's definitely not worth the shield here. We'll let the Weather Ball go. In comes the Poliwrath to get a couple counters in. What's the opponent going to have in the back? Oh, no, it's a Jellicent. What are you going to do about that? That's just unfortunate. That is, this trainer's probably running a triple FU Poliwrath team. if I had to guess. There's probably like Tentacruel or something in the back to make that kind of thing. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes here. Going for some nice timing, though, with that Scald into the Jellicent. And the Jellicent refusing to shield, but getting attack drops like nobody's business. We're going to see another Surf. And then why'd you throw a Surf, man? That's how to lose the game, is you throw the Surf. Now the Poliwrath has the option to shield. No, it's a Shadow Ball that time. There's no... Oh, not the Poliwrath in the back. You have no hope, man. Oh, it feels so bad. It feels bad to end the video that way, man, but that's all right. These were some really good games. I enjoyed it. It was good. Well played. You'll see the Scald come through and just completely clap the cheekies on that poor Aurorus. But that's still good, dude. Triple shiny team in the Ultra League. Obviously, every team has its weaknesses, but this team felt like it was like a really fun one to play. So, and plus Drifblim is always fun. You always play Drifblim, especially with that Astonish buff. That was astonishingly strong. Dad jokes, baby. You know I got them. And that's going to be it for me for today, folks. I appreciate y'all watching again. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and we'll catch you in the next one after I learn how to speak again. Bye.